Yo, what's up? Isn't it frickin' dark in here? It is. It is, indeed. But I have a full throttle. Oh, you can't even see it at all. Okay, I got it. So I'm trying, because it's so frickin' hot in here, dude, I can't take it anymore. I can't frickin' take it. I literally can't even... What do you mean, bro, sleep? It's frickin' 11:54 a.m. It's almost noon for me. You're the one that needs to be sleeping. I'm trying my frickin' light because I can't take the heat. It's either this or no streams at all during the summer. Dang it, dude. I really need to get something right here so I can crack these sodas open. Huh. $12:24. Wow. Yeah, you should probably be asleep, but Simvic just went live, of course. I don't know what I'm gonna do, dude. I'm probably not gonna do anything that exciting, so you wouldn't miss out on much. So here's what I'm trying. What is happening here? Shut the frick up. I'm just completely nixing Kick out of the equation right now, and I'm just streaming to YouTube. So we got the darn new chat, which I'm not a fan of, regardless. But I'm trying 1080p. We're going to see how that goes, too. That's probably going to suck. Probably going to screw me over multiple times. Ooh, as I spill. Great. Okay. Let's see how this works, huh? Let's see. What should I do first even, dude? I don't know. Like, there's no goal to this stream at all. I might actually want to go into, like, a public server because my server is not set up, of course. There's, like, nothing to deliver, you know? So it sort of sucks in that regard. So I might just head into... You know, I like to hang around in Motor Maven and whatnot. But let me just assume that there's not going to be much. Okay, there is. Cool. Can I do, like, some shorter deliveries? It looks like I can. So let's see what we can do here. Dude, you know what sucks, though, dude? Is this chat on YouTube is freaking small. Okay? I can't read it. Maybe I'm blind, but... Let's see. A dry van or a flatbed? Oh. I don't want to do like a massive one either. How small is this in relation to the truck? Gross. We'll just do the big one. For realism's sake, we'll do this. Not super realistically, but we'll get it. We'll back it in there. And I still suck at it, you know? You'd think I'd be a little bit better by now. Alright, you know, that actually wasn't even that bad, dude. Look at that. If I was loading that there, you know, just back up a little bit more. Sweet. Oh, that sucks, dude. You know what I did? I was wasting time. I wanted to see what it would do. So I went all the way down. Dude, why does it take so long to zoom out? You see that crap? I'm sitting here like, holy crap, dude. I went all the way down here, one of these places. I think it's over here. And they have that forklift. So I pulled it all the way up here. And they just despawned it. I didn't know they would despawn it. Because I know that it just sits there. So I figured it would just sit there. But no. Whatever, dude. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just load up. Okay, that's another question that I have, dude. Why can I not load so much crap in this? Like, that's insane. There's no point to even have that massive trailer. Well, of course, these quantities are 0. And it probably has something to do with my darn server, so I might as well just go into the public one. Oops. Okay, I turned frickin' auto blip off because it screws up my, when I'm drifting. It really does. It's not me just being crazy. It really does. Whoa, you gotta yield. At least stop or something. Let's see how bad I do at this. You know? This is why I don't want to be in a public server either, because I would just make a fool of myself. I really would, dude. But hey, as long as I don't hit anything... Which, at this point... I went and did it again. But I'm not... Dude, I didn't even hit that. Okay, that's some cap. And then I turned the wrong way because of it. Great. Great. You know, that screwed me all up because I didn't actually hit that. Let's make our hitboxes a little bit more properly sized, please. The frick was that? There. Dude, so I'm trying this new preset too in frickin' Pit House. It's peak on this game. It's actually really good. I found some dude on Reddit said it, of course, you know. The Assetto Drift, it's like Assetto Drift 2 or something like that. Man, dude, it's so much better. Like, it stops all that darn, like, that is far worse without it, dude. So it's actually quite insane. What are these random lag spikes I keep getting, dude? Frick! It's like, you know what it is? I really think it's just as the town pops in. This game has awful render distance. Awful. You're telling me that's cinematic render distance or whatever it is? That's some bullcrap. Yeah, I should not be able to watch these trees directly in front of me just fade in. Early access, pal. Yeah, I know. Whatever, dude. Don't call it cinematic if you can't frickin' give me a proper cinematic render distance, then don't call it cinematic. That's my complaint. I should have just streamed Beam, shouldn't I have? No, I'll have fun in a little bit. I will. I will. I just need to do something fun. I could do this, dude. I could do this in real life. Except for the lack of sleep, I'd probably be pretty good at it. Yeah, don't look in that mirror. Oh, good. Vertical YouTube can't see crap. Didn't see my trailer doing that. Awesome. Gotta love it, dude. Is it gonna be nighttime already? Oh. Dude, I forgot how nasty this is. This full throttle freaking red apple, dude, this is gross. I hate it. And I'm a fan of Full Throttle, dude. Full Throttle, I will admit, Full Throttle Twisted was their greatest one ever. You know, of course, but the original is okay. I feel like the original is acceptable to an extent. But I would still say original. That would be my tier list, dude. Original Rockstar, then Full Throttle. If I was just doing the top two. I would have to think in depth if I was going more than that. Great, just pitch black. Mountain Dew reference. Dude, this is weird. I don't know how much I really like this whole light setup here. But I mean, it's just, dude, every single light in here, dude, makes way too much heat. And this frickin' TV makes way too much heat. So I need to pick which L I'm going to take, and I'm going to take the L on the light. Because, you know, not getting rid of my TV, that's out of the question. So that heat source is always going to be present. Yeah. I might have to try some drifting after I finish these deliveries. I'll see about doing some frickin' drifting, because that makes me happy. Okay, if you want to see me do good, you know, that's probably the best you'll ever... Dude, I was frickin' moving the frickin' mouse and it wasn't... Alright, here we go again. Flashers on! I'm blocking this whole frickin'... I would love to be a truck driver just to block the frickin' road, dude. Oh, sucks to be you. Yeah, you gotta wait. Now, which way do I have to turn? This way. What an idiot, right? Hold on. Yeah, you gotta wait, dude. Frickin', this is literally just like real life. These people are like, oh, can I pass him yet? Can I? No. You cannot pass him yet, dude. I remember doing that crap when I was delivering. When I worked at Ford. Man, dude, I always remembered frickin', like, because I would deliver down in, like, downtown San Diego at times. I just remember big dry vans like this. You know, tight roads, they would just come up and frickin' stop right there in the middle and block the entire road, and I loved it, dude. I mean, I loved it because I was getting paid. I was on the clock to sit there and wait. Dude, I still need to tighten my darn shifter. I haven't done it, and I haven't been able... I keep forgetting frickin', what is that? Oh, darn frickin' print screen. I keep forgetting Allen wrenches, dude. I mean, look at that wiggle. It's getting far worse. Like, I almost don't want to use it. I still use it, of course, but I almost don't want to. But I mean, I don't think I would ever choose to use it when I was driving a frickin', you know, 18 speed anyways. It's just so much easier to paddle. You know, I will say, dude, I keep looking over there at the stream. I will say it looks pretty unique, right? I can at least say that. It may not be the best frickin', you know, thing I've ever attempted, but whatever. You know, I don't care. Okay? My content is not quality. It never has been, and it never will be. That, you know, that I've even had that take. I don't know if I've ever vocalized that take. I should. If my content ever starts getting too quality and too good, then it's not going to be fun anymore, dude. I enjoy doing this because it sort of sucks, and because it's just sort of like, you know, you know, when I stream to a low audience, or frick all no one, that's my prime right there, brother. It really is. I don't know. This thing is gross, dude. This drink is freaking nasty, man. Ew. Because I know they have like 3 flavors that are currently out, or used to be. I don't know. I haven't seen the blue one, whatever the name of the blue Full Throttle is. I haven't seen that one in years, literal years. I haven't seen it, and I hadn't seen the red one in quite a long time either. Although maybe I had just been overlooking it because I didn't really care. I don't know, but I saw it today and I'm like, huh, you know, I'll freaking try it. I'll give it a shot. And then I hated it. And then I remembered, ugh, this is why I didn't buy this one. This is gross. Dude, I finally turned down the moon brightness. Man, it looks peak. It really does. I did not know that was my turn. The only thing that I don't really like in this game is the darn dash lights. Right? I'll see them. As it becomes day, they don't light up. I feel like they could still light up the same way. If they just... See, right there, they just faded out of, like, glowing. They were glowing before, obviously, for night. And then they shut off. And it's like, that should be headlight controlled, not time of day controlled. You know... It's not super annoying, but I feel like that right there, that's a little dark for those gauges. Those could be brightened up a bit. I feel like if they just left the light on at all times that they use during nighttime, I wouldn't complain. Oh, I missed my turn again because I'm frickin' looking at the darn lights. Let's see, how would we legally turn around here? I couldn't make a U-turn here, I wouldn't imagine. Dude, there's like nowhere to turn around. That's insane. Well, so much for realism. I guess that is realistic, right? Because I could do that in real life. So, if you're counting that as realism, then sure. I can also blow through this stop sign. Without hitting it. As I almost hit the light pole. What a nice looking game, dude. Their chrome is just not on point. Unless I did the chrome wrong. I made it white. I made it super metallic, and I turned off all the, I forget what I did, like, I believe the opacity or whatever. You know, if we're counting that as chrome as it gets, I would be a little bit disappointed. But, this game is not, you know, necessarily like that, graphically, so, what do I know? Well, to be fair, there's my next complaint, to, you know, take off of what I just said there. If the roads can turn into clear frickin' reflections every time it rains, then my rim should be able to do it too. So I either did it incorrectly, or yet again, another L in which I can complain about. But, it's not a big deal, in all honesty. You know, if I really wanted to be boring, I could do like a tanker delivery. That would be a real blast, right? No, you know, I could, but I wouldn't, because I'm an idiot. Every time I try and do that, dude, I go way too fast, and I always end up rolling it. Because, you know, I don't want to sit there and be an idiot. You know, if I'm going down a hill, of course, I'm going to floor it, dude. I'm not gonna... Or, let me turn on my Jake brake and just coast down. Not how I play video games at all. This one's gonna suck. It's good practice, but it's gonna suck. Not even the turn... Not this. This isn't what I'm complaining about. Darn frickin'... Okay, dude. I was screwing around with the darn... I cannot figure that crap out, man. Do I just turn on frickin'... Let's see, did I? No. Because I've had it on in the past. Assist. Auto anti-stall clutch. Let me just try that again, because I get frickin' tired of hearing that crap. Their vehicle starting sound is the most just frustrating thing ever. There. Now he won't stall. Now, I wonder, would that ever screw me when I'm drifting? I don't think so. Because, you know, I'd never want it to stall. Way too close to that trailer there. That's what screwed me just now. Yeah. Because now I literally have no turning radius there. Okay, let's try that again. As I make an absolute mess of it. Dude, holy crap. If that's not embarrassing, I don't know what is. Oh, look at that. I did it perfectly, though. So now I just need to reverse. Why is my brain so slow at figuring that out? I feel like it's easier for me to do this kind of crap in real life. Not necessarily with such a massive trailer. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying in general, when I'm sitting there, I understand how to frickin' do it better. Oh, I really wish that would be like Beam. You know, in Beam, when you look, it takes your head out the window. One of the coolest features, man. One of the coolest features. Okay. So I need to go like this first. Crank that way. And that'll line me up. Well enough to make the darn delivery. You happy? How far away is this next darn delivery? Ugh. Well, I better get gas then. We better get gas while we're in town. Where is all my traffic? Huh? Where is all my traffic? 250% AI density. And there's not... Look at that. Not a car to be seen on any of these roads out here, dude. That is insane to me, dude. Oh, there's one. There's one of the 250%. But here's the thing. Is I was just running it at 300. Literally earlier today. Massive traffic jam. Everywhere. Couldn't drive. I was more so in the opposite lane than I was in the right lane. Because I was, you know, I wasn't going to sit there in frickin' traffic. $5,000. I'm going to try that. I'm actually going to try that. I'm going to back out. I'm going to turn it back up. And then we're going to see what happens there. See, like, it's definitely chromey. I will say that. There's definite chrome. But it's just like I feel like it could be shinier. Because when I see it most of the times, I almost just think that it's gray. I should not be thinking that it's just gray. Okay, now, is there traffic everywhere? No, there's one truck. Okay, 2 cars and a truck. Okay, see, now they're all back. Look at them all. Look, there's just going up there, dude. Going up that frickin' road, I just see them. Anyways, I'm still gonna do my crap. I'm still gonna... turn it back up to... Look at that. I have 300% now. I don't want any freaking cops. And I still, with 200% AI speeder density, I haven't seen, like, one. I haven't seen a single one. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. This is gross. Let me just finish this crap. Ugh. Is it about to be nighttime again already? Dude, I get like 15 minutes, but it does not feel like 15 minutes. Oh, I'm in the wrong lane. That is just an L. I really hope that they'll update that to take that to where you can look outside a little bit when you look over that way. Look at that sunset, dude. If only there had been some volumetric clouds in that, that would have looked nice, dude. Come on, dude. Speed limit is 55 miles an hour. I'm in a massive frickin' truck. Okay. Oh, now he's probably gonna speed up, ain't he? Keep her going, dude. I'm gonna cut you off right about now, so you better slam your brakes. He did not slam his brakes. I hit him. See, now I turn it up to 300, you know, just 50% more. 50% more, bro, and I feel like there's so much more traffic. They're just everywhere. It's like, what is the happy medium between 200 and 300? Because 250 is not it. Okay, frick all you. Yup. You know, modern day truck drivers suck anyway, so I don't even feel like that's that unrealistic. It's called skill. Nobody sees it as skill. For me to maneuver this massive truck and trailer like it's nothing, brother. Gosh. Not gonna roll. Not gonna roll. Ugh. Well, see, here's my issue, is I never know how to get the crap picked back up. If it was still connected, I wouldn't necessarily care so much. But, whatever. Oh, you gonna stop, dude? You gonna stop? In your darn Stinger? Got it. I remembered the car name. Oh. I wish... It would be so much more fun if you could just steal the NPC cars. You know, I feel like in this sort of game that there shouldn't really be something limiting me against that. Alright, I'm done with the deliveries. I'm gonna drift now. I got... Who did I get now? Where's the darn... Vista? Was that his name? Not him. Yeah. But, of course, it's frickin' nighttime, dude. I want to be able to see. Now this is fun, dude. Oh, Oh, I felt it immediately. Because I had just turned auto throttle blip back on. I can't believe that literally screws with me that much. It really does. See, because now, no clutch shift. You hear it rev up a little bit. That's anti-bog protection right there for when I'm drifting. But let's see, which way to the city? I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Where am I? Dude, why would it not automatically center on the darn player when I go to the map? Why would that even be a thing? I really hope this game gets look ahead. Interior look ahead would be awesome for me, dude. I need that for me to drift in first person. I will not do it without look ahead. I've said that before, and I actually stand by it. That's some crap. I like to see where the frick I'm going. Dang it. I need to fix this thing, dude. It's so wiggly. We're done for. We're done for. Alright. We're gonna drive over there. Dang it. Gonna drive over there. Eventually. Oh, here comes the sun. Let's go. Repair my vehicle, and then I'll drift about the city for a bit. See how much I suck at that, too. That crap doesn't work in Beam. Did you know that? Most frustrating thing ever. Most frustrating thing ever. Right? So say I'm in frickin' fourth. There's a keybind in Beam for neutral position, which I use this button. Doesn't work, dude. With a sequential shifter. It works with a manual shifter. It's like, dude. What a frickin', you know, bias. That's so stupid. You don't care about sequential. Whatever, dude. Whatever. That's just the most frustrating thing. You know, it's completely pointless in a manual. I don't need a button to go to neutral in a darn manual, dude. I can literally just take my darn shifter from, say, 6th gear and go clunk right into neutral. Done. I don't need a frickin' button for that. The button comes in handy on darn sequentials, dude. Not even joking. It's so frustrating, dude. Like, I literally, oh, it's just, are you kidding me? You're not gonna work with a darn sequential? Thankfully, it works in this game. You know, because when you got a massive truck and you come to a complete stop, sometimes I don't downshift. Especially with the darn, anti-stall clutch on, of course. There's no point to. It's like, come on, dude. This guy's pretty smooth, though, dude. I just grabbed this. It was just one of the ones I found on the browse section. And of course, I changed a little thing. I've seen, like, everybody that builds a drift car in this game, they don't use a lock diff. I put it on lock diff and I like it way more. It's like, how are we drifting over here with an open diff? That's just mind-boggling to me. I should practice some 360s in this. I don't know how much I've actually done that in this game. See, look at the reflections in that paint there, dude. Like, that looks way better than the chrome on my truck wheels. See that right there? He did not bog when I went from second to third because of the auto blip being turned off. The blip will frick you. Alright. Let's see how this goes here. Rats, if I hadn't done so much with the throttle, you know. Oh, of course. Like, where are you going, dude? He could have turned right before. Why would he go that route? Don't you flash your brights at me, dude. Dang it. Ugh. Low fuel. Dude, I didn't hit that. There's no shot, dude. What was that sound? Oh, they're darn construction work, dude. I'm like, what did I just run over? Okay, dude, you gotta wait. You can't just turn into me. Ugh. Gross. I don't know, dude. The drifting in this game is still weird. But, you know, how can you really blame it at the same time? They don't offer enough customization. No camber, no caster, no nothing, dude. It's like base model. Very simplistic. And it still drifts decently well. So I can't really, like, knock on it too hard. But yeah, it, you know, it sucks a little bit. You want to drive slow, huh? This is what it's like. Oh, yeah, that's what it's frickin' like, dude. Uh-huh. $286. Now that is a reasonable price to refill. I would argue. Dude, this wheel preset makes drifting 1,000 times. Like, before, like, for example, like, if I were to drift like this, and be, like, say I'm, like, in a left turn here, on the transitional force, and then I let go, this thing would be going like that right now, dude. And that, it completely knocks out, like, I would say 95% of it. Still does it, of course, to an extent, but... Rats. It's always like the last bit of it that I'm messing up. Oh, you're kidding me, dude. Because I barely went off the road. Screwed me completely over. Love it. You know what I also need to worry about a little bit? Is the longevity of using this light. You know, like for example, if I were to stream for 5 hours, would it still be running? I don't know how, like, energy efficient this thing is, because it's just two AAA batteries in it, right? So there's that, but I feel like, you know, I'm able to get batteries. It's not that big a deal. I was like half thinking I should do a 360, and then last second I figured, I guess I won't. Still weird, man. Still weird. There's still bits in which I complain about when it comes to the wheel in this game. But the fact that it all works as well as it does, again, for what it is, I don't want to complain. Darn nights, dude. Can I just turn that crap off completely? Like, on the cycle, can I just make it be day? You can't? That's awful, dude. What if you don't want a day-night cycle? That is limiting. That is very limiting, I would say. You know? And I don't want to put it on like 5 minutes, because then it would be constantly switching, you know? It's just like, are you kidding me, dude? Just sucks, dude. It's so freaking dark. Fine. Guess we're going down. Rats, dude. See, that was weird right there. I couldn't explain what just happened, but whatever just happened was, I feel like, was not what I did. Maybe I'll go to the darn racetrack and try to drift there a little bit. Ooh, I could do some garbage delivery, dude. If I went into the actual server. Well, I don't know. Is there garbage, like, online? That doesn't show, does it? Garbage. Yes, it does. Wow. See, that's the joy of not setting anything up. It's literally, there's no garbage, you're telling me? Or is that because I don't know. I don't want to say anything that's not necessarily true. Oh, that was gross. That was awful, dude. Sometimes it just feels so peculiar. I gotta break out that other car, though. I'm gonna go, I'll swing by, because I want to hit that racetrack. The one over here. Probably is the one I'll end up hitting. I guess I can just go there. And change vehicles there. Because there is a garage. Dude, that right there, dude. What the frick? It's peculiar. It really is. The weird grip ups. Now here's the thing. I could, you know, what I actually might say is the issues of the gripping up on the front end could very well be based on the tires that I have on the front, because I didn't put the drift ones on the front. But when I had the drift ones on the front, oh, there's one. There's an AI speeder. Yeah, there's my 200%. You want to go for it, man? If you want to go for it, we'll run it right now. Lights off and hit it. See, that right there, that's the kind of light up dash that I want during the daytime. Because I feel like there's definitely a light. You can't tell me that those things don't light up and shut off between day and night. Because they 100% do. And if they just stayed like that 24/7, I'd be thrilled. Nice. See, that's just gross. Doesn't look ahead. I can't. No. Alright. I'm not gonna mess with him just now. I'm not gonna touch anything or break anything. Because, see, I have the 1.08 grips on the front. With the sideways on the rear. I would imagine that off-road is probably better than the drift tire, is it not? If you're talking about grip alone, but I don't know. Who was I looking for? The other guy, Vista. Yeah. Oh yeah. Gotta start counting my lap time because that's something I'm concerned about. I bet I could do that as one big left. What do you bet? Gross. I don't know this track well enough. Oh darn, I went off track. Why would you automatically, like, if I chose... Okay, let me stop in the box that, you know, would start the lap counter or something. It's a little weird that it just does it automatically. It's like, okay, every time I'm on the racetrack does not mean that I'm here, you know, to get the greatest lap time. It's a little bit annoying. It's like, I don't want you to tell me that I went off track, okay? Thanks, dude. I don't care. Alright, so we're saying, okay, lap time ignored, off track. Thanks for the largest text on my screen that I don't want, dude. Can I shut that off? I don't know. If I can, tell me now, and I will immediately shut that crap off. So that was fine. I need to swing wider on this crap. Wide! Why am I not listening to the words coming out of my mouth? I mean, that worked, yeah, but I could have taken that wider and then cut in. Because that screwed up my whole line over here. And this crap, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, maybe I could do that as one big turn, but I'd have to be going fast, man. Who knows? I don't know. 48 seconds. Nice. Thanks. You know? Look at that final drive, dude. Stellarly tuned. That was third gear and he didn't limit once. Let's go, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I screwed this one up again already. The smoke still throws me off too a little bit, man. Just the way it looks. That's what I can't figure out, dude. It's... When I reach mega backy territory, that's where I really struggle to pull out of that, you know? Alright, let's frickin' swing wide, as I keep telling myself to do. Swing frickin' wide, cut in, clutch. I don't know. I mean, that... And if I could stop missing that frickin', that whole line there, I just completely screw it up every single time. Look at how much better the wheel is, though, dude. That was insane right there. Just the way it felt. 89 XP. Oh, dang it, dude. I was looking down there at that crap. 360. Screwed up my whole line. See, so coming, mega backy. I just feel like, okay, it's a little bit. I don't know. I don't know, dude. It's definitely worth practicing a little bit more, I'd say. Did not swing wide. There we go with that crap again. Nice, dude. I didn't swing wide. Dude, it's like, dude, learn. Like, dude, it's so annoying, man. I tell myself this every single time I come around, and by the time I hit it next lap, I've already forgotten. Or I'm just, like, completely just not thinking about it at all. Look at all that traffic, dude. Look at it all. That's 300. That's insane. And then 250 is, like, a ghost town, bro. Dude, it's getting hot in here, dude. It's actually getting hot. Okay? I don't even have no frickin' lights on it. I'm already, you know. Yeah, that is just frustrating to me. Alright. And look at that crap. It's still... What is this? Why is it still counting my darn lap time? Literally not even on the darn track. Can you just frick off, please? Off track does not count. Yeah, thanks, dude. Obviously. Okay. Ew, that's floating? That light pole back there was floating. It's not even attached to the ground. Swing wider than that, dude. Frickin'... I gotta figure out this mega backy crap, though. That is quite frankly, one of the coolest things that I like to do. Is you come up, mega backy, you're literally not, you know, it's to the point where CarX Drift would be like, drift failed, and then it pulls right back into that line, you know? And you can go straight almost out of that crap. That's what I love to do right there. Depends on the turn, of course. Everything is turn dependent, but there's many a case in which that works, and man is it fun. Like right here, I can come up like this, in CarX Drift, like this, yoink, completely backwards. Don't keep turning around like that, and then I could just take right back off. Once I get it down, or at least improve a little bit more, that'll be peak. Ooh, why would I do that? Gross. Hello? You know, I feel like this is where a little bit of toe and crap and caster would come in handy. What the frick do I know? Stop. Okay. And then it's just like that sunburst. When I was on Italy. Literally just like that crap, dude. Whoa, shouldn't have downshifted, that was my mistake, I guess. Alright, we're gonna switch back to the other one. The Supra. The Magus? Is that how you say that? Or is it Magus? I don't know. Oh, but let me finish the lap! As if it matters, because it's just gonna start counting another one, you know? Lap time ignored. Great. How do I make it completely ignore? You know? Frick. So I want you. Can you believe that, dude? The third car I ever bought was this. I don't know what the second car I ever bought was, because apparently I sold it. And, you know, I bought it back at some point, but I don't know what number it is. So that sucks, dude. If I had known that, I would have never sold anything so that I could have had the perfect number. See, 1, and then I'm in 3, then I got 4, 5, 6, boom, and it goes down, right? Because I bought them all. But it's just like, dude, that's so annoying. Which one was my number 4? You know? And, you know, I'm missing a couple numbers, not just number 4, but... Oh, come on, as soon as I pull this guy out, it's nighttime again? Ugh. Right? Definitely, this guy feels different. Hold on. You know what I gotta go check? Once I finish this lap, I gotta go check and make sure. Because I'm pretty sure I have the exact same tire setup between these two cars. The Vista and this guy. I'm pretty sure they have exactly the same tires. This guy is like frickin'... He's got a little heft to the wheel there. Not a ton, but definitely more than Vista had. Let's see. See how handy that neutral button is right there? Just instantly a neutral. Don't gotta screw around it. Choo choo. Or frickin', you know, the paddles and crap. I hate that. Okay, so this guy, I know he's got drift on the rear and then the KM whatever's. The 2s on the... Okay, so he has the 1s. That's probably why right there. That is probably why. So let me just... I'm not gonna do it yet. I'm gonna put those on. No, I am gonna do it now. Why not? I just did it. Let's see if that makes him worse or better. Definitely adds that amount of grip that the other car has, but does it make me a worse or a better drifter? That's what I'm really looking for. Because I don't notice too much of a difference. Ah. I mean, he feels... There's definitely more feedback on the wheel betwixt those two tire types, but it's not like it really changes much of anything, you know? It's still base... You know, it still feels like basically the same. There's still like... Look at all that traffic, dude. Look at all that traffic. That is insane. That is insane. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple more laps with Magus. Don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Never will either. I highly doubt I'll ever learn that. Even if I heard someone else say it, I would still question if they're saying it correctly. You know? Like, well, how do you know? You don't know crap. Unless it's from official Motortown sources. That's when I would know. Let's see how we do here. Lock in! Swing wide. Cut deep. Okay, dude. Why, man? Like, there's so many weird oddities in the drifting. There always has been. There always has been. I guarantee you if I pulled out my Tavan or whatever, it would be easier. But I know for a fact I put the off-road tires on him. And I've never had an issue. So maybe I try that one next, you know? I definitely like to have the grippier ones up front. It gives me a lot more wheel feel. And sort of helps me, because it just feels more natural, is what I would say. It feels more natural to literally every other game I play. Ugh. Low fuel again? I think the light is working okay though. Actually, like, it was super easy to set up. You know, just basically, because I was wondering if having the light that close to the camera, like, number one, how hot's it get? It's really not even that hot. Good old LEDs for you, I guess. I'll do one more lap. After I fill up, I'll do one more lap. If it's a good lap, of course. Of course, I'll do more laps if I suck. But if I get one more decent lap, I'll head into a server and see what kind of deliveries I can do. Man, I was watching one of my previous streams. When I delivered the Terra, I had no clue. Dude, I was such an idiot then. But I mean, that's why I do it, to be fair. That's literally why I do it. Because I had no clue what the frick I was doing in the game. I was like, what's a Lomax? And to be fair, I would probably still question that, but I wouldn't ask that in the chat. I asked that in the chat. Why would I have done that? You know? It's like, bro, just frickin' go to a vehicle box and search Lomax, and then I wouldn't have looked like such a dummy. But whatever, you know? Holy crap, what is happening here? But you know, we learn. We live and learn. Oh, dang it. Oh, see? That's what I need to happen more often. The frick? Motortown is such a great game. It is. It really is. Stay in your darn drift, man. Okay, that was a decent lap, but I'm still going to do one more because, you know, now I'm going off of the hype from that last lap. I'm going to do another one and see if I can improve. Huge handbrake entry. Hold it. Handbrake again. Second. Clutch. Hold the angle. Hold the angle. Swing fricking wide. Then cut. Ah, cut too early, dang it. Yeah, that's nothing new. Still, that was a good start at least. Man, if this game had some darn camera look ahead, I really hope I'm not just missing the setting, because I would love to drift this in first person. .360? Sort of. Alright. Into an online session we go, but I've learned my lesson to never stop in the middle of the road, because then you'll pop into the session. And I did that once before, and I caused a big old ruckus, because I was in the... I was like, I had my trailer all like jacked up or something, dude. and then I joined the server and they put you back in the same darn place. And I was like, oh shoot! So I jumped over to one of them little blue boxes and despawned everything. That was funny, dude. Alright, Motor Maven. This is so disgusting, dude. This is one of the worst energy drinks I've had in a long frickin' time. Gross! Never again. You know what other one I hate is that darn, what is it? Watermelon or something Rockstar? And I was like, oh, dude, that'll be so good. It was not so good, dude. It was freaking gross. I'm like, watermelon, dude? How do you mess that up so atrociously? Look at all this. Look at... Ooh, what a nice truck.
Hello?
Oh, this guy.
Hello?
See, the questions that you can ask this individual here, we need more of this, number one, but this is not what I would really care about. They should have, like, I hope one day they have, like, driving instruction and stuff, you know what I mean? So say, for example, how to drive a frickin', you know, 18-wheeler, or whatever, you know? Ah. You know, just like little lessons. How to properly back into the loading dock. Because, you know me, I was screwing with that and screwing it up earlier. Alright, what do I want to do, though? I said I was possibly going to do garbage. Which I could... Yeah, why not? Let's do some garbage, and once I get bored of it, we'll find out something else to do. This is gross, dude. This mouse got crap all over it, man. Uh-oh, what did I do? Connection has been lost. Did they just shut down their crap for a little bit? They gotta, like, reset it every so often? It looks like that just happened. Come on, load any slower, please. Yeah. Great. Well, that's dumb. Guess I'll do Textown. That's usually the other one I'll go to. I don't care, right? At the end of the day, a server's a server. There I am, freaking... What the frick is happening there? Gotta love it, dude. Gotta frickin' love it. Yeah. Who the frick is this guy, you know? Now, hold on. What is that truck even under? Is he under, frickin' actual truck? Yeah, he is. Oh, gotta turn my darn assist on because I'm not drifting anymore. My auto blip. What an annoyance. Let's see, what are these idiots doing? You're just sitting there? Nice, dude. Good job on that one. What a thrill this is, dude. This is actually, like, super enjoyable. Compress. Yeah. What is this guy even doing, dude? Is that even a real guy, or is that just an AI? I think it's an AI. Dude, this server is a freaking mess. Motor Maven is so much more. Dude, okay, dude, yeah, just come on through. Okay, dude. Alright. How do you chuck things again? You just hold E? Yeah. Yeah, dude. Let's see. Holy crap, dude. This server sucks. I'm about ready to leave this crap. Okay, so not that far. Whoa. Where did the rest of that garbage go? You know, I wish that there'd be a way to make it continue to show those garbage things when you get out of your garbage truck, you know? And maybe there is, and maybe I'm stupid, but not that I've ever seen. Oh, I wish you could get in while you're in the air, dude. This is gross, dude. I'm leaving this crap. Motor Maven is back. Good. This is, you know, at least they have a little bit of accountability in this server. Okay? The exact same garbage is still there. Alright, let's fill this frickin' thing to the brim. That's what I'm talking about. Dude, I was holding it. I'm not even gonna compress. I'll compress later. Don't fall out now. That would be absolutely terrifying to see in real life if I was this individual. Just standing there. Dude, I clicked F like 10 times. Look at that, dude. Takes it like a champ from third gear. Oh, I didn't even know that they had pools. How cool is that, dude? Oh, how lame is that, dude? That's so stupid. That ruins it right there. What the frick? How full are we here? Where does it say that? It says that somewhere, doesn't it? Oh, up there. Doi. 3 of 15. Fun. Ooh, got lucky with that one. Oops, looked over at the stream. Completely scuffed that turn. Huh. Thing does have a Jake brake. Wow. Are you serious? Wow. Hello, darn parking brake. Stay enabled, please. Dude, I really need to... It's about time to get a new keyboard. That's for sure. This thing, it keeps, like, not registering input. But that's because I always smack it and treat it like crap. As I should. It's, you know, it was $20. This is so cool, dude. It's a nice sound effect. One of the better sound effects in the video game. I'll say it like that. Engine sounds will be peak whenever we get those. Proper engine sounds. Not the exact same, you know, 3 sounds that we have for everything. Okay, parking brake. Oh, it shut off. Did it really? Look at that crap. Okay, dude, you could have stayed in your lane better than that. Let's see. We got garbage. A little bit more in the town here. You know, I really wish... You know, not gonna lie. This would be fun to do with someone else. One person as a driver, or even like a couple, because that's... they give you the option to. But, none of my friends want to play this game because it looks like crap, or some stupid crap like that. Okay, dude. That has nothing to do with anything. And then they sit there and they're like, oh, I'll play Minecraft. Oh, that doesn't look like crap to you? It's a style. It's literally a style, a graphical style. It's not a... It doesn't mean the game's bad because of the way it looks. Are you kidding me? See, the auto anti-stall is nice for right here, right? I can just hop in and floor it, as I should be able to. At least I would think so. Oops, sorry. You know, I may trash it. Strongest garbage container ever. Come on, dude. Activate the darn parking brake. Stay on, bro. I wonder if there's a keybind for that. I bet there is. That way I don't have to pull the darn parking brake every time. But the thing is, like, I have to come to a complete stop, then I have to, you know, activate the parking brake for it to stay on. And I feel like There's got to be a different method of doing that. I should be able to press a button. It turns it on even while I'm moving. I don't care. That's real. You know, that is realistic to be able to turn your parking brake on while driving. Let's look. That would be under controls. It's gotta be up there, dude. That's the vehicle tab. Toggle auto shift. Alt A. Huh. That might be fun to use at times when I don't want to frickin' deal with it. Where's the parking brake, bro? What do they call it in this game to the fact that I'm just overlooking it? Handbrake. Driving keyboard, though. Oh, it's all the way up here, dude. See, that's stupid. There's only one... Oh, whatever, dude. Whatever. And it's frickin' pitch black night again. Where did that go? It didn't. I can't see where the frick this garbage is, dude. Why am I holding it so far away? Look at this mess, dude. Better get out of this guy's way. That's just so weird. I feel like this thing should not have a Jake brake. Rats, dude, that's so lame. Who built this property, dude? That's just slightly frustrating. Nice, there's a decent amount over here. You know what would be really cool in this game is if they had one of those. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, dude. Freaking actually be able to pick this crap up its proper way. Frick, that would be so much fun. And that, I feel like this game at least will at some point. You know, to do that in first person too, dude. That would be such a frickin' thrill. What do you mean I can't put it down there, dude? I can't see crap. It's way too frickin' dark. There. Now, let's see how we're doing. 8.5 of 15 only. So, we got quite a darn ways to go still. Look at all this crap. What is this guy even towing? I'm surprised that tow truck can do that. But, what do I know? Yeah, that's right. Is there a shop anywhere near me that I can frickin'... Not that I necessarily need to repair. I got a little radiator damage. I don't think it really is affecting me, though, with how little I'm actually driving. It doesn't even have time to heat up, so what do I care? Where was that? There it is. Oh, that took all of it, huh? Alright, a little first-person realism. Where is more garbage, though? Darn auto recenter camera. Is that... See, I don't even want to start digging through the settings right now, dude. I really don't. But here we go. What would that even be under? Auto recenter cockpit camera in 0 seconds. Just like the chase camera. That's what I have a frickin' keybind for. You know, I don't need... I hate it when games automatically do that crap. Okay? Great, I can do that myself, thanks. So now, I can look... Because some cars, too, you know, some cars, I'll ever so slightly move it down just so that I can see something. Like a piece of HUD or something. I do that all the time. So I really don't like when they're frickin' automatically recentering my crap. Okay, I think... Dude, I just don't know where to go, like... Let's see, so we've got some garbage there. And over here. And that's about it. Okay, one more down there. Okay, so we're almost there. Let's keep it in your frickin' lane, dude. Because that is 100% on him. Driving like a maniac. Okay, see, another thing that I'd like to see on their dash is a frickin' gear. What gear am I in, you know? Because if I turn off my darn HUD for realism's sake... Huh! Dang it. Alright. Just, dude, it's so much harder to do in first person, I feel like. What is happening here? What is this? What does that even mean? Can't put it anywhere in this truck right now? What in the world? Okay, well, then we're gonna have to chuck it in. Hello? Bro, what in the world is that? Is that literally because the HUD's off? There's no shot. Okay. What is with this one piece of garbage, dude? What an L. Well. Whatever then. Guess we're gonna leave that one. Not screwing with that. $10.2 of 15, so we ain't even full yet. Oh, daytime, let's frickin' go. See that? As I made that turn, I can have the camera, you know, so that I can see where the frick I'm going, and then I can recenter it. That's how it should be. Do I need fuel? No. Let's see if this garbage gives me issues. Now my brakes are overheated. Great. Where was that piece even at, dude? Where was that? See, I hate that, dude. Why does it disappear when I get out? I need to get out all the frickin' time. It's like, I feel like I have to be doing something wrong. There it is. Okay. Yeah, as if I was gonna find that. You know? Be real. There. Yeah, wow, look at that. Garbage that actually lets me put it in the truck. I don't understand the brakes thing, though, dude. It's like, this guy specifically, this truck, does it a ton. You telling me that as I'm drifting, like I was drifting earlier, slamming the brakes, that's not going to overheat them? They don't smoke at all? So, you know, it must also be weight related, but still, it's like, dude, my massive trucks don't do that when I'm hauling, like, 3 frickin' trailers. They don't randomly start to smoke. I don't think I've ever seen that once on my frickin' Longhorn or nothing like that, dude. Alright. That is so frustrating, dude. That one darn piece of garbage there that I won't get to get. Oh, there's more over here. Look at that. A triple. Okay, let's play that awful engine starting sound a little longer next time, huh? It's gross. Man, they make garbage quick. Okay, I gotta frickin' pull this guy into the shop and see what's going on with these brakes. It's insane, dude. It's literally insane. But if I tow... Oh, I can't even get in there. Man. Smoking? Smoking? In a video game that children play? Somebody better complain. Get in there, dude. Ugh. That's just like Beam. Beam removed the darn liquor store and changed it to a mini mart. Stupid. But over here in Motortown, we have cigarette butts on the floor. Love it, you know? That's as it should be. If you want realism, you should be able to see a darn liquor store, and you should be able to see that. Where's all that other garbage? How am I missing it? Oh, I just closed the darn door. Hey, compress, please. Ugh. And then I can grab that last bit there. Compress. Oops, the wheel was turned. Let's see. Oh, I gotta go that way. And of course, I didn't specifically hit the darn waypoint, so it didn't go away. Is that all of it now? I think that's all of it in this town. Go away. Yep, it sure is. And that other piece just disappeared, so that must have been glitched out. Now, how full am I? 12.2 of 15. They haven't even given me the waypoint yet, because I'm not full enough. But where should I go? Because I can't even hold that much, you know? I guess I'll just hit there, there, and there. That'll probably be full enough. Let's grab some fuel. Man, this game's great. Oh, dang it. See, I missed your darn chat. And who knows how long ago that was, because that crap is way too frickin' small, and I can't see. What's up, GT Raptor? How are you doing? This is Motortown behind the wheel. And that is just so annoying to me, dude. But it's a brand new chat that I'm trying, so it's not going to be perfect yet. I'll find out how to make it more noticeable, because I never had an issue finding the other ones or seeing the other ones, you know what I mean? Motortown is such a hidden gem. Does it still fill up? Sounds like it is. Cool. You can't beat this for 20 frickin' bucks to be able to do garbage, dude. See, right there. When I was in the air, right next to the door, but no. You can't just enter a car like that. Okay, dude. Let me see real quick. I'm gonna... If I pop out this chat... Can I make it bigger without... No, I can't. Like I can do... And that changes both. You're kidding me, dude. It changes frickin' both of them. It's not really the end of the world. I suppose I could run it like that. But then is it even necessary to... Alright, I'm going to try it like that. That zoomed in how much percentage? 150. Sure. Anything to make it a little bit more noticeable, because that's annoying. You know, I hate missing messages for no good reason. What is this Dave guy doing? Is he coming? Can't see. Yeah. I was also really used to Restream, and their chats were very visible. You know, like I could even see it on the stream. That's how I really knew that a chat came in. I would see it on OBS before I'd actually look on Restream. Because it came up and it was real big, and it had the big white backing, you know. Which I might be able to make that similar look with what I have now. But, you know, I just figured, hey, why not start streaming instead of screwing around with setting it up more. I'll mess with it. You know me. It's never complete. I'm never done messing with my stream. Oops, that was my turn. Dang, that's a lot, dude. $13 of 15 now. Okay. We're almost there. I wonder if you could get yourself, like, inside of there and then compress it on top of yourself. That would be fun. Wow, what a nice convenience store, dude. If I was still out delivering, dude, this would be my go-to freaking place right here. All by itself here. Nice, dude. What do you got? What can I buy? What should I buy? Toilet paper? Glasses? Can I actually put glasses on my dude? That'd be dumb. Jerry can would be nice. Coolant? Oh, cool. Oh, it's raining? Gross. Jerry can, though. But how do you fill that up, you know? I don't know. Man, they got the freaking cold door open, man. Alright. If I put it like that, like if I put the camera like that, then you guys could see the mirror. As if I'd remember to do that all the time, though, you know what I mean? So, sort of a lost cause. See how dark those dash lights are right there? Can hardly even frickin' see them. It's like, come on, dude. Light that crap up. It's just so frustrating that the headlights does not control that. Can't even see where the darn gauge is, dude. Gross. Dang it. Yes! Let's go, dude. Exactly what I wanted. Now they want me to go. Now I'm at 14.8 of 15, so I gotta pick up one more piece somewhere. There's nothing on the way. Dang it. Alright, well, we're just gonna go then. Whatever. So annoying with the brakes. I may look into that. Because it's really only on this vehicle that I've ever noticed it. And it's like, what? Why is that doing that? Oh, dude, I got another energy drink. I do have an original full throttle as well. I figured I'd get both, just in case that one was bad. And sure enough, that was disgusting. That was gross, dude. I hated that crap. Look at that, dude. That looks stupid. In my mirror there. You can just see my frickin' crap smoking. Like, look at how ugly that is, dude. I gotta figure out why that's doing that. No. Not really mech, if I'm saying that correctly. I never do any of that crap. Let's see if I can do this in first person. Yeah, right, huh? Well, if they would let me, if it was like frickin' Beam, I probably wouldn't struggle so much. Which one was it? Hold on, first off. Okay. Can I see that? That's that one there, huh? Oh, the darn sun glare right on my frickin' mirror, too. Of course. Right. Of course. Oh, I'm really close on that side. But, I'm okay. As long as I go straight. Ooh. Now, do I have time? I have room to cut, because I need to go like this. And then like that. And then like this. And I'm in. Not very good at all, but hey, it frickin' works, so. $123. See, that's a pretty good frickin' payment right there, dude. But I suppose it did take quite a bit of time. But, you know, to me, it's not really an issue or problem. You know, how much time something takes, because I don't really work for money anyways. I already have everything, so I don't, you know, this game is played for fun. Alright, off to a garage. Repair, let's see, so I do have the BX1s on there, and see 21% damage, that's gotta be the fronts right there, of course. It's like, dude, are you kidding me? That's the best brake that we can put on there. Brake power 200%. Maybe I should put the DX ones because they wear less. But these have a higher max temperature. I don't know, dude. I'm so confused on which is the best stuff to use in this game still, because I feel like, I don't know, dude. It's just stuff that I don't know. I should have just despawned him when I was in there. Why would I back up? I'm not going to do more garbage. What should I do now? Dude, the keyboard, I swear, dude, I'm freaking moving. I'm holding it down the whole time and it just stops. Oh, dang it. See, this right here, hopefully one day, they have mini games like, you know, many games have. But the one that first came to my mind was Goat Simulator. I don't know what to do now, dude. I always run out of things to do. It's like, well, I could deliver some dump. Or, where's that little truck that I'm thinking of? Who am I thinking of right here? Would he be under truck, or would... No, he'd probably be under pickup. Not him. Was it? No. That's not the livery I had on him. I don't feel like he's big enough to be in here. He is. Alright, actually, we'll come back over here. Oh. Let's see what flatbed stuff I can deliver, huh? So, of course, we have that place. The furniture store. Could do that. I sort of want to check this, I don't know, dude. I mean, it's all just whatever I really want to do. Let's go to the furniture, then. Oh, dude, my ear. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah, that's a good place to go. And I can't load them? You're kidding me, dude. I could clearly fit one of those. You know, why are we trying to put it in sideways, bro? So I can carry one sofa? Alright. One sofa it is, then. Boom. Why would you pay 100 to cargo strap? Because I don't care about money. That's why. That just shows you how rich I am. We're doing alright on fuel. Sweet. Shouldn't have done third. That was my mistake. This is, you know, this game is super freaking relaxing, bro. It really is. It's probably, I would say it's the most relaxing game I own. I would prefer this over ATS, too, I'd even say. Just because of the, you know, I don't know if you can really compare the two so much, but I mean, even when it comes to trucking, like just the trucking aspect, I prefer this one more, even. Let's try the freaking auto gear shift and see how that works. That worked? Auto shift on. Let's see if it's like crap. Probably. You know, many a game automatic sucks. They don't know how to do it. See, I would have already shifted, because he's just going to overheat if you keep going like that crap. Well, once I get to this delivery spot, dude, I'm gonna go grab my energy drink. Because I'm thirsty. I'm parched. I've been working all day, man. Did all this freaking garbage first. But I don't know what else to do, man. That's what tends to happen every time I play this game. It's either, okay, I'll drift for a little bit, I'll do a couple of deliveries. Darn it, I wasn't watching my heat. And then what, And then what? That's the point. I wonder if I should unlock the diff on this. I know I put a locked diff on this guy, and I feel like that's sort of screwing me over a little bit, but what do I know? Yeah, you better honk, dude. You better honk. That's called community right there, brother. 1.8 miles. Here's my confusion, dude. You know how it says 1.8 miles to your delivery, but the one on the map is always different. Like, the one on the map for me right now says 2.9 miles. What are they talking about? What does that even mean? 2.9 miles to what? Not my delivery spot, that's for sure, because I'm 1.8 miles. I don't know. I don't know. This isn't a garage, right? No. Dang it. I would have changed my diff right here and now. So much fun, though, dude. You know, the thing is, the part that really annoys me about it, though, is just me as an individual, dude. I'm used to having something that's more, like, entertaining to talk about. I feel like that's my issue with this game. When I'm not streaming, it's not really an issue. I forgot to honk to both of them, but he was on autopilot, so it's not like he's gonna honk. You know, I don't know. I feel like it's very lame to be a streamer that just sits there and says nothing. Never like that. Never do that. And every time that I do, I'm like, well, now I have nothing to say, you know? Like, I always gotta mention it for some reason. At the same time, you know, I don't want to just sit there in silence, because that's lame. What's the point of me even streaming then? I could just play it myself and not say anything, you know? $52 miles an hour. Alright, here we go. Oh, daytime. Let's go, dude. That's bumpy. Way too much brakes, though. I really screwed up on that one. See that glitch right there? My right mirror is showing actively. My left mirror is just straight up black. I hate that. Even though the setting in the settings is on to show mirrors in third person. Gross, right? I hope someone will notice that and fix that, because I notice it more so on trucks. I don't notice it really on, like, smaller vehicles seem to work okay. But definitely any sort of truck. Big trucks, trucks like this, they all frickin' do it, man. To be a delivery driver, man. What a frickin' thrill. I wonder how long their day-night cycle is in this. You know? Out of curiosity, what do they use on the server? Because it seems better than what mine is. Maybe it's like 20 minutes or something, and mine's 15. Holy crap, this is bumpy, dude. Alright. Oh. Here's what I want to try. Because I know there's that one setting, I've never messed with it. The camera shake. Shake cockpit camera. Actually moves the entire view a little bit, huh? But if I have that off, what's it look like as I'm driving down here? Because I sort of like the way that it actively looks. But I can't really tell much of a difference, dude. Like, it's the whole thing is still moving. I don't know, dude. I guess it adds more shake a little bit. Makes it more active. I like the way it looks. Okay, I can definitely see a little bit of difference then. I didn't hit that person, did I? Oh my gosh. Freaking right into him. Sorry, dude. Didn't mean to back into you there. Can I fit my truck in this barn? See, now the left mirror's left mirror is working. See, I can see it right there. Boom. Clearly a working mirror. And now it's black again. This is going to be interesting, to say the least, if I can fit in here. I think that I can. I feel like the mirrors are the tight spot. Ah, that's some crap, dude. Let's see what we got here. Corn! Corn pallets. Ooh, I don't want to go all the way down there, though, man. Yeah, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. We'll go back up. But, here we go. 10. So I'll be able to get quite a bit there. You telling me I can't? See, I hate the way that they load crap, too. Like, that's got to be wrong. That has got to be wrong. Like, they just do it all willy-nilly. You know? Like, you could load that truck so much better. But I don't really know what I'm doing, so. Like, because I can't just hop out of my truck and grab these things, though. That's the thing. Can I? Oh, I can grab the smaller ones. But I don't want the smaller ones. You know, I want the bigger ones. Dang, dude, these things give a frickin' ton. 11? I mean, it is off-road, but still. This one here is 8. And he's literally just right up there. That's not even a house. That's not a resident, dude. That's a business. That's a business address. Oh, whatever. Dude, it's just weird, you know? How do I load the bigger boxes myself? So I don't like the way that they load them. They load them like crap. See, what in the world? Why do they do it like that? These ones are proper. I don't know, dude. Can I move them now? Oh, yeah, that's what I want to do. Cargo. Cannot auto-load. Manually loaded. What? What did that say? Why does it disappear in like 2 frickin' seconds? Manually loaded cargo exists? What does that mean? Manually loaded cargo exists. Whatever, dude. You know, call me an idiot. Don't care. It's just, that's pickup delivery. Can I take another? Yeah, I'll take this small box for the resident. Cannot drop there, huh? Yeah. Get over yourself, dude. Yes, I can. Don't want to do that. This dude, no. Come pick it up yourself. Where was that guy? Yeah, him. Unbelievable, dude. Alright. Delivery payment for corn changed from 8 to what? Why would it change from 8 to 2 or something? Ugh. I don't know nothing, dude. I just play the game, man. Wow, is this corn really that heavy, man? It's corn, dude. Look at that. Delivery payment for corn box changed from 8,000 to 2,000. Talk about lame. Am I right? That's crazy, though, dude. That's insane. Oh, I said I was gonna go grab my... Yeah, we'll just pull over here. Take a 15. I jest, of course. That's for realism's sake. It's not gonna take me 15 minutes. Boom, boom. Okay, everything's off. Alright, I'll be back in just a darn moment. What an annoyance, dude. What an annoyance that it still does that with the darn chat. Every single time I do that and then pop it back, it's going to show the entire freaking thread. Not the entire thread, you know, but still. Fade away. Go on. Okay. This is American right here. Dude, these things are really freaking good, though. I'm a fan. I'm a humongous fan of original Full Throttle. Oh, dude, it's ice. It's literally, I left it in the, I had it on the fridge, but I had it on the back wall, dude. So it was like, now it's literally like half frozen. Oh man, that's so good. It's like fake orange. That's what I envision this flavor to be. What's it say on the can? Does it even say? Citrus. Okay, citrus with a blend of tropical flavors. But it doesn't taste like your average tropical beverage, you know, because I'm not a big fan of tropical crap. But these? Mmm. Oh, man, that is so good, dude. That is perfectly chilled. It's like half slushy, half liquid still. Mm. You. Alright. Let me, where's my mouse? Sitting here like, just feeling. What a great game though, huh? I love it, dude. I really freaking do. I feel like I need to make that apparent because of how much I complain. Just in general, dude. Just in general. Every single game I ever play, dude, there's gonna be complaints. There's gonna be, and you know, I just keep on doing it too. I can't help it. You know, it's just, oh, let's see, you know, I'm feeling nice. Let's see where this guy wants to go. If you're going up the way I'm going, I'll take you. Oh, you got lucky.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome, dude. Absolutely. Please don't stab or shoot me. You know? Like, is this really what we want to be teaching our children? To be picking up strangers on the side of the road? Not in this day and age. To be fair, though, I've done it in the past. But it's not something that it definitely depends on the area in which you are. And there's still, you know, there's still just a lot of risk involved. But I have done it in the past. You know, it's nothing to me. The only rule is I need to deliver my corn pallets first. And then I'll drop you off, good sir. Wouldn't it be funny if you picked up some dude and then ran out of gas? That would suck, dude. That'd be funny, though. Yeah, I gotta try unlocking that diff just to see. I don't know if I want to do unlocked completely or if I want to do like that. I don't know. I feel like even the 50-30 just seems exceedingly locked to an extent, you know? I don't think the real risk is me having this stranger in my vehicle. I think the risk is on him. Are you going to make it to your destination alive? You know, you trust me to drive safely? That's on you, dude. Man, that is good. Look at that, dude. Takes it like a champ, just burning that clutch up. Starting off in second. And here comes the glorious nighttime yet again. Ugh. That is frustrating to me. To be fair, you can't really complain about that when you're in a server, right? They just have that, you know, that's how they set it up. But it sucks when I'm in my own server and I can't shut it off. I don't care about nighttime. Let me change it in the game, you know? That's what I would prefer. If I could pull up a little menu right here. What time do you want it to be? Well, let's make it sunrise. Oh, let's make it frickin' nighttime, you know? That lack of customization is frustrating, to say the least. The other thing, they don't even have, like, the difference between day and night. Like, in a lot of games that have a day-night cycle, I would prefer to have, like, a, you know, maybe a 30-minute day to a 15-minute night. That way, you still have some nighttime enjoyment, but it's not long. It's real quick. You know, but Whatever, dude. Whoa. See, the only reason that I have to leave so much HUD on is because of the darn gear number, dude. That's so annoying to me, dude. I could have all this crap off if only I knew what gear I was in. You know? And the fact that that's not on the vehicle itself. You know, their copy-paste frickin' HUDs should have a gear number on it. They could update that on every single vehicle and I wouldn't complain. Wouldn't complain one bit. Literally, they could do the exact... They could take the normal HUD and just put it in there. I feel like that's not very realistic, but they could do that. Does not feel like I'm going 72 miles an hour, dude. Yeah, we're gonna have to screw around with that differential a little bit in this thing. I could always break out my Ranchi, though. Ranchi, I gotta say Ranchi is probably my favorite vehicle in the game so far. It's a cool looking frickin' old truck. Like an old Chevy or something. You know, OBS. Frickin' got all-wheel drive. Super peak, dude. Super peak. Let's see. Is this... Oh, this is the guy. Alright, fine. I'll drop you off first. Why do I have to pull into your frickin' driveway to drop you off, you know? Like, dude, just let me stop on the road, okay? It's my service to you to frickin' drive you. Or is this my corn? Okay, that was the corn. Never mind. Never mind. Now I don't know what is this waypoint doing, man? It's just being... They want me to go left or right first because it's showing me both ways and I don't know what to do. We're gonna go this way first. Keep it in your lane there, pal. That's that same guy that almost hit my Oh darn it, I could have went in the frickin' shop just then to change my differential. I'm an idiot. Alright. That guy's hauling a load. See, I feel like... I don't know, dude. I just feel like... there's just so much to do that I get confused on what to even do. You know? Is this the guy? Or is... this has got to be the guy. Just get out of my truck.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, brother. That's what he sounded like. He sounded like he would talk like that too, dude. He didn't sound like that when I picked him up. At least I don't think he did. Just like real life, the darn blinker's shutting off on you. What the frick? Because I barely turned the wheel back? Are you kidding me? Man, this is a good beverage, dude. This makes life worth living. Man, that's good, dude. Original Full Throttle, I swear. Top tier. See here. Man, the water spray in the mirror has always gotten me, though, dude. That looks so freaking good. Compared to, like, what you see in third person, it doesn't look as cool. You know, there's just something about the way that looks that's just cool to me. Oops. It's just too weird to me without look ahead, man. Nice. Alright. What should I do now, huh? Like, what could I actually do, man? I'm trying to do something that's, you know, like, entertaining. Is that burger? What is that, dude? That's supposed to be chicken? Or something? It's gotta be. Let's see. Let me go. I'm gonna do that differential on that truck. Oh, see, that wasn't even locked. You're kidding me. 50. I'm just gonna... I don't know, dude. Maybe I'll try the 50-30 and see how it does. Let's see. Because if I floor it in a turn, is it going to frickin'... Definitely a lot better already, I can tell. What should I do now, dude? I have no clue what I should do. What could I deliver? Let me look through the vehicle list and see if there's something that catches my eye that I could do. Suppose I could do another big delivery. Oh, I could deliver some cars. You know what confuses me in this game, though, is trying to figure out the length that you can get on trailers. Man, that's like one of the things that I'm really bad at in this game. Because I know, you know, it's obviously the length is limited, unfortunately. I think that's stupid. I feel like, listen, dude. I should be able to link trailers until my freaking computer dies. Okay, that should be the limitation. There should be a limitation when you're in multiplayer like this. But there should not be one in single player. Oops. That was my place I wanted to be right there. Wait a minute. Actually, because there's no darn vehicle spawner, I gotta go all the way over here. I think. At least this is... They don't have any open ones, dude? That's crazy. No, they got to. Because I want to spawn up my truck, but I don't think I'll be able to get out. Kidding me, dude? There we go. I was an idiot. I could have sworn, dude. Alright, so can I do... 2 container leads and then a rear? 40s? Or not? Because I don't know, dude. That, like... I wish that you could add them up prior to spawning. Can I connect, you know? Like, have... Just show me a list. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should be able to see the truck, and then I could add trailers, and it would show, like, what I could add, say. It would almost be like on a website, when you're looking at purchasing something, compare these products. So you'd add them all up, and then it would show you, here's your total length of, if you were to spawn all of these trailers, this would be your total length. And does that number fit within the shown number of your maximum length? Because other than that, dude, it's just guesswork to me. I don't know. I don't remember, you know? I don't think this will work. What was that combined distance? I couldn't even see it. See, I feel like that's gotta be it. There's no shot that I'm fitting another freaking 40 in there. But maybe, you know, at that point then, can you run 2 40s and a 20? Like, just the lack of... If you don't know, you're just guessing. That's literally what this crap is. And I don't know, so I'm just guessing. Like, I feel like this has got to give me some sort of error. Yeah, see 46. Okay, great. See, good to know that. Now, the other thing is, how do I frickin' despawn one of these? So let's see if I can do 2 40s and a 20. Then the fact that they expect me to remember that, too, that's the other thing. So I can't even do that. But see, at the same time, I could have sworn that I've seen people. So whatever, we're just gonna tow 2 leads, I guess. Because that's the other thing, is I can't figure out how to despawn it. These ones, specifically. So, frick it. We'll leave it there. Did I turn my assist back on? Auto throttle blip. See, I like delivering containers just for the fact that they're gonna take me back to where I started. You know? I don't like to deliver some way out, way out in the middle of nowhere. Look at that mayhem. And then, then I'll have to find another delivery to take on my way back. If I want to, even. This just, it dumbs it down. It makes it simple. You deliver them, you return them. Done. Despawn your crap, do something else. You know what I mean? Let's see. You think you could get yourself on that bus? Or boat. I wonder if you could, though. I bet you could, dude. I really bet you could. You take the darn forklift, you stand on it, and you have someone lift you up. I bet you could get on that, if it's not a invisible wall. Let's see what we want to take. Am I feeling like 20s? I could do a real short one. Let's do a real short one, I guess. Because I don't even have my darn trailer properly set up, dude. I got 2 darn leads. Like, let's see if I can take off in 6ths. Yeah, dude. Chug. Dang, dude. Suffer, bro. I wonder if that's just my suspension. Like, do I just need to make my suspension more stiff in the back of this thing? Because I can hardly even turn, bro. That's insane. Well, I'm glad I took a short frickin' delivery. But let's see how hard it is once I'm actually going. But that is peculiar. Because I don't know what I'm doing. That's the real reason. That's insane, dude. I literally can't even do that. I don't know, dude. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. That's for dang sure. I'm not even gonna do this. So if I leave and then come back, are they still there? What if I join mine first? Because I think they are still there if I leave and come back. But what if I leave, join mine, and unhook it? Oh. Dang, dude. Really gonna make me do all that crap? They're frick you, trailers. You know? Alright. So now if I exit and come back, are they gone? Or are they still blocking the way? Because that would suck. Yeah, that's right. That's what's up. Well, huh. I really want to do something important, but I just don't know what to frickin' do, dude. Do what to do, man. I mean, I guess I could deliver some wood. Ay. I guess, dude. Let's use the Gleamer, though. Gosh, dude, I can't see crap over this guy's hood. See what we can take here. Do I want to go that far? I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to. Sure, let's do it. Right as it becomes the pitchest black of night, yet again, huh? What do they say? They really say... They really want you to take that weird frickin' way there. That's so weird. Why do they recommend that? Turn, dang it! That's so much fun, dude. I really wish, though, dude, that you could haul more wood. I would love to frickin' hook these together and stuff. Dude, you just... Still, every single time with this game, man, it's just the brakes are so weird. The way that they shake so aggressively when you start to skip a little bit, right? And I feel like it is a ABS thing in this game. It's just weird. A lot of times it doesn't bug me, but it's definitely noticeable when you have a big load. Look at that. Just instantly crank the freaking wheel as soon as I hit the brake. Of course, it doesn't then, right? Why would it? It's so aggressive, dude. It is so aggressive. Let me try, out of curiosity, turning... ABS all the way off. Because I don't feel a difference between the lowest ABS setting and 100. Feels relatively the same to me. If I have ABS completely off, then I know I'm not going to like that either. Because I like ABS. But in this game, it's just so jerky. Yeah. And still, it seems to do the same crap. We'll try it again without, you know, full slamming the brakes, of course, but... Yeah, see, like I'm barely on the brakes. That's less than half a press on my pedal. And they're locking up. So no, I'm not using that, you know? But... Holy crap, dude. Frick's going on with you? Oh, get comfy. That was awful, dude. I was thinking way too much about the Jake brake and not about actually slowing down the truck. Yeah, there's that cinematic render distance for you. I can understand the island out there. But that... Oh, man. See, there's nothing for me to complain about, bro. That's the thing. There's nothing for me to complain about. Is that a... I don't know how beneficial that is, you know? I'm used to complaining all the time, so it's like, well, you know, we're just driving. I feel like it can be seen as a little bit lame. To me, personally. I don't know. How long have I been going, anyways? 3 hours? See... Three hours and 7 minutes. Yeah. The whole Saturday's almost done for. I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's a fun game to play. But if I'm not, like, drifting or have some other task, even if I just had other people to play with, you know, that would probably make it far more interesting anyways. But ah, darn rain. What I might actually do is I might, you know, of course I'll finish this delivery here. But then I might take a little break, and then I'll stream, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do Beam yet. I've been playing a lot of Beam. I've been streaming, you know, that quite frequently. So I was sort of thinking, you know, maybe I can switch it up. You know, I might could do a Car X, Drift, maybe Street. I really don't feel like doing Drift still, believe it or not. But who knows? I suppose I could also try and stream Assetto and see if it still streams like crap, as it has in the past. That could have been awful. Oh, yeah. Have fun with that one, dude. I thought it just turned to dirt right there, but it just hadn't frickin' rendered in. Almost. Dude, it's such like a, not a buzzkill, that's not the word I'm thinking for, but it's just a distraction, I guess, when you frickin', every time I hit the brakes and the wheel just starts getting that violent, dude, it's like, completely unnecessarily so. I'm barely hitting that darn pedal. Maybe I could look into perhaps like the linearity of the pedal, because I feel like it's just ABSing way too soon. I don't know. I feel like that should happen more so like at least half press or more down. Shouldn't be happening with me like feathering the frickin' brake. Because that's literally what I'm doing, is barely touching it, and it starts, you know, doing that crap. Are you kidding me? They're definitely locking up way too easily, though, that's for sure. Look at that crap, dude. It's like, holy crap. Alright, let's look. Linearity is at 100. What if I put it to 50? Still just about the dang same for the amount of brake that I'm applying. You know, I really dislike their linearity things, like, because it's just a number, dude. I would prefer a graph that I could actually see what's happening. Like that. If it's going anything off of that, that doesn't change one bit. Not that I can tell. 200. What does that feel like? Probably crap. Yeah. See, so that makes it more. That's definitely making it much of a sharper curve. So that's probably making it look like that. You know, as it goes up. But I feel like on 0, what if I did, I'm guessing the max, so I could make it only apply at max press. Yeah. That just makes it hit maximum sooner. I don't want that. I want to press my brake all the way down. I don't know, dude. It literally feels exactly the same. Let me just put it that way. On 0 and 100, it feels exactly the same. I will say it sounds, or not, doesn't sound, but it feels different on 200, of course. That makes it very aggressive of a brake press, but, you know, at the end of the day, it still feels a little excessive. Guess it could sort of be vehicle related too. Maybe turn down the brake power, or even put it more so to the rear as a balance, I guess. I mean, I want good brakes. I just don't think that they should be locking up as soon as they do. You know, I feel like the kind of brakes that I have versus when they lock up should be two different things. To an extent. To an extent, of course. But the amount that I'm pressing my pedal, my wheel should be nowhere near locking up. I don't care how heavy that load is. You know, you can't really see how little I'm hitting that frickin' pedal, and it's frickin' locking up. And it does it without a load, too. It does it all the time, dude. It's definitely, I guess, slightly better in that case. I don't. Dang it, nighttime again? It's literally unavoidable in this game. That's right. Can't even frickin' just set it today if you want to. See, that should lock it up. Can't see crap, dude. I can't believe those are my brights, too. Are you kidding me? Those are my brights? Literally can't see crap, dude. It's like the ABS is so weird in this game too, dude. It's like, even as it's hitting ABS, I'm not turning. I'm literally just sliding straight as though I didn't have ABS. So it's like, okay, great. So that makes ABS completely pointless, you know? Neutral, floor it, reverse. That's how you come to a proper stop right there. How do I get over there? Gotta go the long way? That's lame. Ooh, a roundabout. I don't know if I've ever been down in this area. With me? Oh, lame. Alright. I'm gonna call it right here, dude. I have no clue what to do anymore. I'm just... It's too... There's just nothing. I don't know what to do anymore. Can I sit inside this tire? Ugh. Them and their darn limitations. Is there any way that I could get in this boat? Uh-oh. Ugh. Alright, dude. Peace. We'll see you in the next one, whenever that may be.